Hello and welcome everyone into BFME 1 version 1.06. It's going to be 1v1 on Forts of Isen. And so, in the bottom left side we got Isengard player Mergen, and his opponent in the top right we got Unikorn playing as Gondor. So Unikorn starts with Farm and Blacksmith. He's going with the Swordsman to interrupt Isengard Uruks to take down and create lumber mill out of the settlement. In the meantime, Mergen is going for his own lumber mill, first settlement, which should be called Neutral One, and he's going into two furnaces, so there is now going to be a fast start for the Uruk pit and Uruk highs. He will definitely get to micro of those Uruks pretty badly to not have been killed. As we can see, they're going to clutch his swords. In the north we got War Chant already for Mergen, and he's going to slash those Gondor soldiers. As we can see, Unicorn use a Tandon land, or rather Elfin Forest, on the settlement that should be Isengard's, but we will see how it's going to be. As we can see, Unicorn trying to not lose any of those units. He's pressing the S button to stop those units from time to time, so the Uruk-hais get to repositionize themselves. And it worked out for him pretty well. He lost only two swordsmen. He is able to take the ground over here, take the settlement for his control, and he's going for Gondor farm in the first seconds of the game. In the meantime, of course, Unicorn was able to create Pippin and take his neutral, this one, and another settlement and create Gondor farms. In the meantime, of course, Isengard was able to create Uruk pit, and he is going to pop out some Uruk highs. Uruk-hai, not Uruk-hais, Uruk-hai. And of course there is a scouting with lumbers, orc lumber, to check out if Unicorn is already on the southern side of the map with his Pippin, which he is. And this is something that shouldn't actually happen for Gondor. I don't know why Unicorn decided to get away from his safe land and going toe-to-toe with Uruk-hais. Uruk-hais, of course, in formation, the same goes for soldiers of Gondor, but they've been killed a bit, damaged a bit earlier, so this is why they shouldn't be here. They should be definitely on this land, waiting for those Uruk-hais to give them a little bit more of the chance. As we can see, a really good micro with Pippin over here by Unicorn. Of course, Pippin got to be switched to rock to throw down the rocks, and he will be clocked out at the moment. Of course, War Chant has been used, and I think the end Mergen is going to creep the Warclar on the middle side of the map. He's adding some sentry tower into his base to be more safe, and this actually sentry tower is able to catch with this lumber mill. He's of course standing with Uruk-hai battalion to catch up with Pippin if he will be outclocked, and he's trying to creep the middle side of the map. How about Unicorn? Unicorn was able to create stables, and he's going with Gondor Knights. He got them, of course, a little bit cheaper because of those farms that he was able to create. And he's going right ahead towards Isengard's base, maybe to interrupt the creeping. But of course, Mergen was able to creep up the entire Warclar, even now leveling up with his Uruk-hais. And I don't think so that Unicorn should be over here, but he will level up, and it seems that he will clear up all those Uruk-hais over here. Yeah, all those Uruk-hai has been cleared up. He's going to create another farm. So even if Isengard was able to take down the creep, get experience and treasures, he is not able to take actually outside settlements, which is not that great for him. He's going to regain his another settlement on the north. He's trying to still get access to this on his neutral settlement, but of course there is a Pippin. He will be clocked out, and Knights receive level 3 out of all of this. So definitely it's Unicorn who take advantage over his opponent. Of course we got to remember that in its first stage of the game it's definitely Gondor who will take an advantage over the opponent, because of course Knights against pikemen, but later on, if only Mergen will be able to take down the settlements and get pikemen into position to protect those, Knights will not get anything to tell over here, and definitely it's going to be Mergin who will take an advantage. But we'll see how it's going to be. As we can see, there is another settlement created on the south side of the map by Unikorn. He got knights on level 2. Of course, there are only 3 knights, but they're all level 2, and there should be enough to cripple the Warclad. It should be, it's not. So good micro over here by Unikorn, not allow those units to be killed by neutral creeps as such as Warclad. In the meantime, let's check the resources because that's important, and power points. Unicorn got almost 2 power points and 1k resources, but he doesn't have units. He got only 2 battalions of knights at the moment, or maybe 3 because he got to heal them up. That it's not that great. He's not going for heroes, he's going for another blacksmith. He got to get at least 6 blacksmiths. He got, I think, yeah, 6 blacksmiths if my math is correct. So it should be enough. And he shouldn't go for anything else over here. Of course, he got to go for upgrades, and he got already forge plates for his knights. He's trying to lure out the first battalion of Pac-Mans, but there is another that could interrupt of the creeping with those knights. Of course, those knights on level 4, almost level 5, so if they only stay here, they could definitely kill all those Pac-Mans. But those Pac-Mans will be able to receive the treasures and even maybe kill the work. So, not really, but been clear up. So this is good for Unicorn, so those Pikeman battalion will not take care about the settlement and not create mill over here. But in the meantime, as I said before, Merjun will take care of our entire map because his opponent is going with only knights, and of course knights against pikemen, it's not that great of an idea. Merjun got already industry, so we threw it down. He will boost his economy for a bit. 3 furnaces are in range of this industry. He's taking as well Isengard Citadel, and he's going with crossbowmen to just level up and rank up the Uruk a bit faster to get access to Isengard pikemen, which is very important, which of course Unicorn want to reinterrupt and destroy this Uruk pit, and he will be able to do it. As we can see, Unicorn got shields available for himself, so it's very important. So the piercing damage from those towers are not going to be that big of the deal. This is why Unicorn is getting into those towers, trying to destroy some of them, level up his knights, but he will lost one of those battalions that been upgraded with shields and forge blades, so that it's not that great of an idea, it seems. Merchant is prepared for his attacks. He's going with more and more pikeman battalion, and this is very important. It seems that he will take over entire map at the moment. He's creating another Isengard outpost. He will take a settlement over here and create a lumber mill. But we got elven archers already on the battlefield. We got warchant by Merchant, and what Merchant could do actually is to take another power point that should be not frozen rain. It should be of course standalone to cover the elven wood, which could be useful in the next battle. But nonetheless, Merchant is able to take entire map under his control. He's not creating those lumber mills. I don't know why actually. He should definitely do it as fast as possible. He was able to recreate the Uruk pit. He got another one on the other outpost. It seems that it's important for him to keep the pressure on the south and north side of the map. That is why those 2 Uruk pits on those outposts. In the meantime, he doesn't seem to have that much resources, but he will gain them after time. He got 3 power points, which are very important. He could definitely go for Thunderland if he wants to, but it doesn't seem like most of the players are going for the Frozen Rain or Darkness if they are playing on Force of Darkness. But in my opinion, they should adjust just to what's happened currently in the map. As we can see, some sentry towers are going down, and Merchant allow his opponent to level up those knights. They will be healed up as well. Furnace is going down. This furnace was at least in level 2. And another sentry tower. Oh, actually this one had been delayed, so it's really good to not allow those knights to level up. It is very important, but from Rift 1 to not allow your opponent's knights and any of those units to level up. As we can see, we got knight battalion almost on level 7. This is very dangerous. In the meantime, actually, we got lures on the battlefield, and thing with the lures is that he's only here to support your army, and to of course pin heroes such as Pippin. If you used cripple and the autocast, you can definitely cripple Pippin and kill him. And now he got access to his neutral lumber mill, and settlement will be in his control. This pikeman battalion shouldn't be here. Preoccupied formation should be used as well. Those knights will not get any troubles to kill those units. And there is another battalion who will be just sacrifice, I think. There is no reason to actually use them. Of course there is 5 power points, but to lose in such a manner those pikemen, I don't think so. It's a good idea. You could definitely sell them if you create slaughterhouse, which could be over here, and maybe even over here. You can create slaughterhouse and just sell your units to not give your opponents power points and rank up those knights. But it seems that was Merchant's idea to deal with those more and more units for some reason. Anyway, he's quaking 3 battalions actually in his Uruk pit, so that it's not like he want to waste his army. He got the armory. He is not going for upgrades yet, or at least I cannot see this, that he's going for that. No, he doesn't even go for the upgrades. He got 2k resources, almost free. He got entire map control and industry, so he should definitely pick up those free upgrades. Maybe he's stacking his resources to get Saruman. With his variables, he should definitely be able to take down some of those knights. But how long he's going to wait? If those Elfen Alliance summon will be available for Unikorn, and as we can see, he's banking up his resources for Gandalf the White. He got already 3 power points, so 2 of them will be definitely used to turn Gandalf Grey to Gandalf the White. And as we can see, he's bank up more and more resources. He summoned the Elephant Warriors. We got War Chant from Merchant. It's not enough, definitely not against Elephant Warriors. They're really good against pikeman battalions. But nonetheless, pikeman battalions are preoccupied with those Lorien archers and Lorien summon. Elfen summon, not Lorien summon. There is no Lorien units. We got Rams actually from Merchant. I don't know why he's using Rams on the south side of the map. He should definitely go for ballistas and maybe try to avoid those knights, or make them scare those knights. It seems that it's not the case. As we can see, Unikorn spent 6k resources. It means that he's going for Gandalf. We got no confirmance of this, if the Gandalf will be white. Yes, the Gandalf will be white. Of course, you don't want to get Gandalf Grey because it's kind of useless. He's kind of squishy and easy to kill. But of course, with almost 6 power points, I think he could even go for Eagles before Gandalf. But of course, Gandalf the White will allow him to use the Wizard Blast on those pikeman battalions and definitely get more and more power points. So we got Gandalf the White. This farm been delayed because there should be a heroic statue, at least one, to allow those heroes to be cheaper. And as we can see, a lightning sword from Gandalf. There is a frozen rain from Isengard. Wizard Blast will clear them up, definitely. It's not the case that Gandalf will not figure out how to deal with so pikemen without upgrades. But still, it's Mergin who got map control. Even if Unikorn was able to make a great job and to micro as best as possible with those knights, allow himself to get Gandalf as well. Now we got Siege Work and Barrack for Unikorn, and Unikorn got knights on level 10. This is very important. This Gandalf allow you to get a 200% of combat experience. So it's very important. We got cripple towards Gandalf, and that is the case when Isengard should definitely use pikeman and just try to kill Gandalf. Of course, first time the Wizard Blast and Istari Light will be used. Of course, there is heal available, and knights on level 10 trying to get into pikeman's trying to kill them. It's not the case. They should definitely not do it. Heal has been used. A little bit premature, but at least was Unikorn was able to save his knight battalion. But in the meantime, into his own base, pikeman battalion appear, they will definitely destroy some of the structures. Wizard Blast will be used, so that seems that Gandalf will save the day. Gandalf will save the day. Let's check the power points. 5 power points at the moment from Mergen, but he's waiting for Balrog, which is 20 power points, so it's not going to be that great. Unicorn got, of course, summon eagles, which is very impressive. So we are in the later session of the game. In the late game, we're going to the late game where both the players got upgrades, because Mergen as well as Unicorn got upgrades for their units. They're just going for the heroes. As we can see now, Mergen is backing up resources for Saruman, while his opponent is definitely going to create some trebuchets and Swords of Gondor to get access to for tower guards. In level 2 we got another summon, Elfen Warriors, Eagles as well, so lots of summons in this point of the game. Of course Lurs will be killed, or maybe he will be... oh no, he'll be killed, Crippled and nothing over here. This battalion level 6 is in danger. There are only 2 of those knights. Of course they will get a little bit more combat experience near the Gandalf level 7 at the moment. An outpost for Mergen on the south side of the map is going down. Nonetheless, it's Mergen who get upper hand. He's going with Rams on the north side of the map. He's trying to definitely distract his opponent, doing really good. Knights on level 10, they may be killed actually. Unicorn is not paying attention. No, he may save them. Oh, he stops. Okay, Unicorn lost the most viable battalion of knights from his entire army. But he got, of course, Gandalf. He got battalion level 6 and level 7, I guess. So it's not the bad deal. We got Rams into the base of Unicorn. He's going to lose quite a bit. At least this barrack, we got Trebuch and the Eagle, so they will clear up the Rams. There is another way on the way near the north side of the map. On the south, it looks like that the south will be taken by Unicorn. He's going to use his Starlight towards Pikeman battalion. That's not that effective, of course, because this doesn't contain splash damage. And as we can see, Knights got to get away. So Unicorn may not be even able to hold on this outpost, but it seems that he got the Lightning Sword as well as a Wizard Blast, so it should be enough. A Lightning Sword has been used, not killed even this battalion. There is still banner carry for this battalion. Here we go. Wizard Blast kills most of the units. Knights are still alive. They are level 7, definitely low in health. They should be retreated. As we can see, Isengard goes into his opponent's base and just trying to deal as much damage as possible. More and more Rams on the way from the south side of from the north side of the map. Citadel may go down. Workshop has to go down as well, and it's not looking great. It's not looking great for our Gondor player. Knights on level 8 are getting heavy beating over here by Pikeman Battalion level 3. Now we can see that one Ram is trying to rid of this wall, as well as Trebuch will go down. So it's not looking good. It's not looking good for Gondor at the moment. He almost lost his outpost, as well as Gandalf is out of position on the south side of the map. He's trying to definitely protect this outpost, but he should think about his base. Wizard Blast completely wasted. And we got more and more Pikeman Battalion towards his base. We got 2 Rams trying to destroy those catapults, and the wall will go down. In the meantime, Unicorn is trying to recreate his Gondor Citadel. We got Pikemans without upgrades, actually. Pikemen without upgrades for Mergen. But it doesn't seem it's going to be enough. There comes Gandalf the White to save the day. But the entire base has been definitely destroyed and ruined. The Wizard Blast as well as Lightning Sword will be used to clear things up, to hold the line from the Gondor. We got level 8 at the moment for Gandalf, and level 10 on another battalion of knights, which is very impressive. But of course we got to understand the Unicorn just lost one of those battalions. He got another one. So it just shows how good of a micro Unicorn got, even if he lost one of those battalions on level 10, he still got 2 of them. Gandalf on level 8, still alive, but of course his base is completely a mess. There is nothing, walls been destroyed, trebuchets as well. It's looking good. Frozen Rain could be used one more time. I don't think so, it's available, not yet. 16 power points at the moment. We got Pac-Man's trying to get into the base of Gondor. We got Summon Elfen Alliance as well. And it looks like that Unicorn will try to stabilize. Of course, we got to say that Unicorn got already his Army of the Dead, while his opponent is struggled to receive Balrog. Of course, Merging got 17 power points, he got map control as well, but Wizard Blasts from Gandalf allow Unicorn to get more and more power points. And it's still Unicorn who got map control. Of course, he got Merging got map control with an Isengard. Unicorn got Army of the Dead and Elfen and Eagles available. He could definitely use them, not on the base. Definitely clear up all those Pikeman battalions that appear on the battlefield. With Gandalf, level up to level 10, receive Word of Power. He's close to do it. Oh, I think Cripple has been wasted by Gandalf, by Lures, and he will receive his Starry Light into his foot, so yeah, it will allow even Gandalf to level up a little bit more. And he is trying to get back on the field, as we can see. He's trying to take at least this north side at the moment. He got still for a little bit of seconds of those Elfen Alliance, no more. Furnace on level 3 for Merchant will go down. 4 power points at the moment from for Unicorn, while his opponent got almost 20, so that is very important to get 20 power points to receive Balrog, to be able to destroy entire base for your opponent. Of course, Frozen Rain will be used, 20 power points for Merchant at the moment, and he got Balrog available. Now, what about his army? He should definitely go with units from the south and north side of the map. As we can see, there is another Uruk pit, and Gandalf is trying to level up definitely with his Word of Wizard Blast, but let's see what's going to happen now. Balrog is coming up for Merging, instant reaction for Unicorn. He's going with Army of the Dead, isn't going to be enough. Maybe Breath of Fire. Yes, Breath of Fire has been used, but get rid of some of the Army of the Dead. He's trying to fly out. Is he going to be able to deal that much damage? He just destroyed Will. He's trying to fly out one more time. He's trying to avoid those Army of the Dead units and deal some kind of damage. Isn't going to be enough. Ignite has been used and the Citadel is going down. Of course, we got those heroic statues over here, but they are vulnerable towards Pikeman battalion. We got Gandalf on level 9 and Unicorn trying to avoid Balrog, but Balrog in the last second just whip him out and Gandalf has been killed. It's going to be really hard for Unicorn to do something. He just used the Army of the Dead and Balrog killed his Gandalf. Yes, it's over. Unicorn decided to leave the game. It was nothing that he could do. He lost Gandalf, he lost, to be honest, entire base. Army of the Dead has been used already, so that there was completely nothing that he could do to avoid his complete destruction, domination from Merging. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this cast of BFME patch 1.06. Feel free to follow and subscribe on my YouTube channel as well as on the Twitch if you haven't done it yet. Anyway, may the force be with you and have a fantastic day. Bye bye.